Sundays are our favorite days. We just love to always spend Sundays really slowing down and being super reflective and going inward, nourishing ourselves, nourishing our bodies, our souls. So we're just so grateful to be here with all of you and to be flowing with some of our community virtually. This is so exciting. I mean, how beautiful is this that we still have technology to be able to connect like this. We're so grateful.
Yes, very grateful. Thank you to each of you for being here with us. We're really excited to just move our bodies and tune in this morning.
So hopefully you have a little setup, a space set up for yourself. We won't need too much space. You just need, hopefully you have a mat. You don't even really need a mat. I mean, if you're outside in the yard, if you're on your carpet, in your bedroom, in your living room, wherever you are, we're just going to use the space that we have, and we're gonna flow together. And I always, before my classes, encourage you to first and foremost stay connected to your breath. Always allow your breath to be your guide. If you ever lose your breath at any point throughout the class, then please just find child's pose, reconnect to your breath, and then meet us again when you have your breath again. And also I'll be giving different variations that you can take throughout class. Always do what's best for you and your body. This is a bright and blissful flow, so we want it to feel bright, we want it to feel good, we want it to feel just like bring you some fresh energy and some joy and some peace this morning, on this Sunday morning. So we will start with a brief seated meditation. So coming into a comfortable seat, preferably sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged, and I invite you to place your palms face up on top of your lap to really just prepare yourself to receive. This is a moment of stillness and of nourishment for yourself. So tuning into the energy of allowing and of receiving. And close your eyes if you haven't yet. Let's begin to take some grounding breaths. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Breathe in through the nose, deep inhale in. And out through the mouth. Beautiful. So continue to take these really nourishing breaths in through the nose, filling the lungs with air. Feel the ribcage expand with air and the chest lifts. And then exhale as slowly and as intentionally as possible, pulling the navel into the spine at the very bottom of the breath to completely release every last beautiful drop of air. And just feel how this breath is nourishing you, how it's bringing in fresh energy. And as you inhale, I want you to visualize breathing in pure white light. And as you exhale, feel that light expanding and covering your body and grounding you into this space, grounding you into your mat. You are covered in this white, pure, sparkly light. You feel warmer already. You feel at peace, you feel safe and grounded here. And allowing yourself just this moment of stillness, this moment of presence with yourself. And as you inhale, you're breathing in that light now into your heart center. And every inhale, that light is growing brighter and warmer in the heart center. Continue breathing. Continue holding your light. The problem we're facing today is vibrational, and that means the solution is vibrational. More and more people are collectively rising and growing into this vibrational awareness daily. And let that bring you hope. Your self-care and your personal development matter now more than ever. They help us discover our own inner power. And as we vibrate high daily, as we live in our power, as we show up as conduits, we support this divine good, ultimately nourishing and helping to reconcile the human and environmental conditions around us. We each have a unique role to play in the combined solution to the pain, the suffering, and the imbalance in our world. More and more, as you become a visible expression of vibrational awareness and harmony, the world meets you in a new way. You show up, respond, and contribute differently when your vibration and harmony are in good places. You become a beacon of inspiration and hope to others. Your vibration, being seen and felt, becomes a lighthouse in the world. In various ways, we each hold this much power and purpose. Reaching our higher empowerment is critical not only to our own personal journey, but to that of the collective world as well. So hold on to your light. May it bring you peace and comfort. May it bring you power and strength. May it illuminate the path before you. And may it serve as a beacon of hope and serenity for others. Take another deep, rich inhale in through the nose, breathing into that light, into that heart center. Exhale, let something heavy go. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them down your back. One more time. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, melt the shoulders down your back. Beautiful. Inhale, shoulders up, squeezing them at the top to your ears. Squeeze. Exhale, slowly, slowly melt the shoulders down your back. Feel yourself releasing any tension. Beautiful, yogis. And when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, and we'll meet in a child's pose. So knees come out wide to the edges of the mat. Knees are wide to the edges of the mat, and begin to sink the hips back towards your heels, reaching your fingertips towards the top edge of the mat, and allowing the forehead to rest in your mat. And take some deep breaths here. As you inhale, you can feel the rib cage and the belly expanding, touching the thighs. And as you exhale, allowing the hips to relax, allowing the shoulders to relax. Maybe you massage the third eye center, the space between your brows, back and forth into your mat, giving yourself a little bit of love, releasing any tension you may be unknowingly holding on to here. And activating our intuition. This is so important, more than ever. And as you inhale, you can begin to roll up to a tabletop position, and then we'll drop the hips gently forward, toes point towards the back of the head, and gently drop the head back, so as if the crown of the head could touch the toes behind you. Beautiful. Exhale, return to child's pose, send your hips back. Relax the forehead into the mat again. Exhale completely. And let the inhale carry you forward, dropping the hips, and the gaze goes back. Beautiful. Exhale, sends you back to child's pose. And inhale again, carries you forward, dropping the hips, breathing into the heart center, into the belly, and exhale, gently release, child's pose. Beautiful breath. Inhale, carries you forward, find tabletop, so neutral tabletop. The hips are stacked over the knees and your shoulders are stacked directly over your these are your wrists. And take a few cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up for cow. And see how the tailbone is pointed towards the sky. And as you exhale, scoop the tailbone under and gaze up at the belly button. Inhale, cow pose. Gaze goes up. And exhale, cat pose. Press the mat away from you. Curling the navel in towards the spine. And inhale again, cow, gaze goes up, point the tailbone to the sky, and exhale, cat pose. Arching the spine, hugging the navel in. You can take a couple more, maybe you take some hip circles, whatever is calling to you. Warming up the hips, warming up the spine in the morning. Getting all that stickiness out. And let's take a few rolling thread the needles. So we're going to move with the breath. So inhale, keep the left palm planted into the mat, reach the right arm high, gaze up past the fingertips. And then as you exhale, thread the needle between the arm and the leg, bring the ear down to your mat. As you exhale completely, inhale again, reach the right arm high. And exhale, thread the needle, bring the ear down to the mat. At the bottom of the exhale, hold, and then inhale again, right arm high, opening up the chest towards the sky, and one more time, exhale, thread the needle. Beautiful. And come back through center, neutral tabletop again. Maybe take a cat-cow to realign the spine again. And then we'll go to the other side. So moving with the breath again, left arm high, gaze up at the fingertips, rotate the heart open. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Bringing the ear down to the mat, sink the hips back. Inhale, left arm high, gaze past the fingertips, open the heart, finding that twist from above the navel. And then exhale, twist, thread the needle, and gently drop the hips back as you exhale. Inhale, reach the left arm high. One more time, really breathing in deep, opening the heart, and exhale, surrender into that twist, and gently bringing the ear to the mat. Beautiful, yogis. Let's come back to neutral tabletop. From neutral tabletop, curl the toes under and send the hips back, finding downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, this is probably your first down dog of the day. So pedaling out the feet first, reaching one heel at a time towards your mat. And picking up each finger pad and then spreading them wide and intentionally placing each one back into your mat, pressing evenly and firmly into each finger pad. Relaxing the shoulders down your back, away from your ears, as if they could just melt down the spine like butter. And relax the head, let the crown of the head hang heavy. Shake yes and no. And sending breath to the backs of the legs. So maybe you keep the legs still now and keeping both heels reaching towards the mat. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Let's do that again. Deep inhale, as deep as you can go. And exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Beautiful, yogis. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, take some tiny steps all the way to the top of your mat. Stepping the feet behind the wrist, at least a hip width stance, if not wider, with the legs. And begin to shift the weight forward so the hips are stacked directly over the knees, knees over the ankles, shifting the weight forward into the balls of the feet. So you're hinging at the hips, and the torso is simply melting over the thighs. So the crown of the head is hanging really heavy again. You can even grab opposite elbows if you want to find a gentle sway. Sometimes I like to take a bind behind my low back, interlacing the fingers behind the low back, and then rather than allowing the arms to fall away from the low back, try lifting the knuckles towards the sky and see how that invites a really generous stretch in the shoulders. This might feel really nice. You have some tension in your shoulders right now. And release the fingertips back to your mat if you took any kind of bind. And I invite you to take a moment to visualize any lingering anxiety that you may be holding on to, any fear, any worry that is not yours, or even if it is yours. Now is the time to release that and visualize it dripping from the crown of your head and being absorbed into your mat. We're making space for fresh, positive energy and releasing what's no longer serving us. Toe heel the feet together, big toes touch. And on the inhale, find a halfway lift. So lift the spine so it's parallel to your mat. And then as you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long straight spine, crown of the head extends forward and the shoulders roll down your back. Exhale, fold. Hugging the forehead in towards your shins. And then inhale one more time, halfway lift, really exaggerating the lengthening motion in the spine. So seeing if you can lengthen the crown of the head and create a longer, taller spine. Exhale, fold, hug the navel in, curl in, knee to your nose. No, why do I always do that? It's like a thing I do. No, nose to knee. I always want to say it the other way around. All right, now we're going to keep the knees, a micro bend in the knees, because we're going to roll all the way up to the top. So micro bend in the knees, mindfully, as slowly as possible, roll all the way up to the top, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. When you reach the top, roll the shoulders up to your ears with an inhale. Exhale, roll them down your back. An inhale, sweep the arms up. Gaze up at the fingertips. And as you exhale, bring the palms together to touch and thumbs through heart center. And taking a moment of stillness here, visualize the soles of your feet growing roots out from underneath you, growing into the earth beneath you and supporting you, grounding you. As you inhale, draw in some of that love and nourishment through your roots. Drink it up all the way through the soles of your feet, up the legs, into the hips and the belly and the heart, up the spine to the chest. Breathe it up all the way to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, it exits the crown of your head, and that love and support encircles you and covers you. Inhale, blink the eyes open, sweep the arms up overhead, gaze up at the fingertips. And as you exhale, fold over the legs, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips slide up the shins. And as you exhale, plant your palms into your mat and step back into a high plank. From high plank, hold, pause here, continue to breathe, stay with your breath. And as you exhale, lower down to your knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra pose. Sliding forward, lifting the chest away from your mat, squeezing the glutes behind you, rolling your shoulders back. Beautiful. Exhale, curl the toes under, send the hips back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take an inhale in through the nose. An audible exhale. Beautiful. In through the nose again. An audible exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, grow tall. Sweep the arms up overhead. Gaze up at the fingertips. And as you exhale, find a baby back bend. So you're going to goal post the arms and shine the heart forward, opening. Inhale, arms sweep up, gaze up at the fingertips. And then exhale, thumbs through heart center, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to high plank. High plank, hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower down knees, chin, chest. And then inhale, glide forward into cobra pose. Relax the shoulders down your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, take a nourishing inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Let's flow Sunday together one more time. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat, and exhale, find your way to the top of your mat, stepping, hopping. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine, and exhale, plant the palms into your mat. Inhale, roll up, sweep the arms up, gaze up at the fingertips. And this time, drop the right arm next to you. Keep the left arm reaching up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, reach the left fingertips over towards the right. Let's step back a little. Perfect. So finding a side body stretch here on the left side of the body. And we're sending breath into the left rib cage, feeling the left ribs expand with every inhale. And keeping yourself rooted and grounded through the left sole of the foot. Through the sole of the left foot. And let's come back through center, inhale. Dropping the left arm, reach the right arm up and over towards the left, and keep the right foot anchored into your mat. You can gaze past the right bicep as you send breath into the right side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. And come back through center. Inhale, sweep both arms up. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms and step back to high plank. High plank, hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold, keeping the core hugged in tight. As you exhale, lower down, knees, chin, chest. And inhale, either cobra pose or maybe you find upward facing dog, pressing into the tops of the feet to lift your thighs away from the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let something go. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg high and keep the toes pointed down towards your mat. As you exhale, plant the right foot between your palms, and then you can lower down the back knee. And plant both palms into the inside of the right foot, so you can shimmy the right foot out a little bit towards the edge of the mat. As you exhale, slowly begin to straighten the front leg, sending the hips back towards the foot behind you. And then as you inhale, glide forward, sink the hips low, and the chest reaches forward. Chin is lifted. Exhale, send the hips back and gently straighten the front leg. Perfect. Inhale, glide forward, sink the hips low, chest reaches forward. And exhale, send the hips back, gently straighten the front leg, folding over the leg. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Inhale, come back through center and send the front foot to meet the back, coming into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, you know what to do. Take a deep inhale through the nose. An audible exhale. Again, just like that, inhale. An audible exhale. Inhale, we're going to lift the left leg high, toes flex down towards your mat. And then as you exhale, plant the foot between your palms, lower down to the back knee, and plant both palms to the inside of the left foot. You can shimmy the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Inhale, reach the chest forward, chin stays lifted, and then exhale, slowly straighten the front leg and fold over the leg. Inhale carries you forward. And exhale carries you back. Remember, we're staying connected with our breath. Every breath is guiding the movement. Inhale carries you forward. Sink the hips low. And exhale back. Inhale forward one more time. And exhale. Send the hips back. And inhale, glide forward. And the front foot meets the back, downward facing dog. Take a deep, nourishing inhale through the nose. An audible exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we're going to move into our first standing series. So inhale, right leg high, toes flex down towards your mat. And as you exhale, plant your foot between your palms, low lunge. We're going to stay lifted on the ball mound of the back foot this time. So squeeze the inner thighs together for stability. And as you sweep the arms up, find crescent lunge. The front knees stack directly over the ankle. Beautiful, tailbone sinks low and the crown of the head lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful lunges, yogis. Exhale, spin open, warrior two. Adjusting the stance, the back heel spins down, the back edge of your mat is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Sorry, the back edge of your foot. Is that what I said? Inhale, extend forward, and then exhale, find extended side angle. So right elbow is on top of your right knee, or you can use the leverage of your elbow into your knee to press the right knee open towards the pinky edge of the right foot. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind you, rotating your heart open towards the sky. Exhale, find reverse warrior. So your right palm is facing back behind you as if you were giving someone behind you a high five. Staying committed to the lunge in the front knee. Inhale. Exhale. And begin to slowly straighten the front leg and rise. Parallel the arms so they're parallel to your mat. And then inhale, extend forward. Exhale, find a triangle pose. So staying strong and engaged in the side bodies here, lifting the right side body away from the leg, keeping the right knee micro bend in the front knee. So we're avoiding overextending any joints. And inhale, rise. Beautiful, and plant both palms into your mat. And you can either meet us in downward facing dog, or you can flow, chaturanga, or knees, chin, chest, whatever's in your practice this morning. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, deep, nourishing inhale. Exhale. Inhale again, just like that. And exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high, toes flex down towards your mat. And exhale, plant the foot between your palms, staying lifted on the ball mount of the back foot. Squeeze the inner thighs together and inhale, rise, crescent pose. Allow the tailbone to sink low. Front knee stacks directly over the ankle. And then relax the shoulders. We're lifting, actively lifting up and out through the fingertips, but the shoulders are relaxed down your back. Chest is lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, spin open to warrior two. So pressing evenly into the outside edges of both feet. This helps to externally rotate the inner thighs open. So breathing into the hips, sinking low, finding your edge here in your warrior, channeling your inner warrior energy, breathing into that heart center where your light is held. Beautiful warriors. Inhale, extend forward. Exhale, find extended side angle. Left elbow to left knee. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind you to rotate the heart open. And you can extend the arm directly up overhead, or you can do as Leah's doing and extend it over the ear, creating this rainbow shape from the edge of the foot out through the fingertips. Inhale, and exhale, find reverse warrior. So the left arm reaches up and then back behind you. And take a moment to sink 1 inch deeper into that front lunge, into that left knee. Beautiful. Breathing into the left side of the body one more time. Inhale. And then exhale carries you up to standing again. Straighten the front leg. And as you inhale, extend forward until you can't reach any further. And then tick-tock the arms, creating one long vertical line from fingertip to fingertip. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind you to rotate the heart open towards the sky. Keeping the left knee slightly bent here. And we're using the strength from our core to stay lifted. So we're not collapsing into the left shoulder. And inhale, using the strength from your core. Inhale, rise. And then plant both palms into the mat and flow, knees, chin, chest. Flow chaturanga, high to low plank. Or skip it and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Audible exhale. Beautiful, yogis. One more time, just like that. And audible exhale. Now we're going to move into some balancing, just for fun. Finding a moment of just some grounding here. So it's okay if you're feeling a little unstable. Just do your best to find a moment of grounding and of stillness. So inhale, lift the right leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent pose. Taking a moment to find your edge again here in crescent pose. And then as you exhale, bring palms together, thumbs through heart center. And we're going to hinge forward on the inhale. And as you exhale, launch off of the back foot and find your way to warrior three. So all the way from the sole of the foot out through the crown of the head, you're creating one long vertical line parallel to the mat beneath you. And imagine that right foot growing roots, keeping you grounded. And imagine you're kicking a wall behind you with the left foot. So sending energy actively out through the sole of the foot. Maybe you fly the arms behind you or reach the arms directly in front of you. Beautiful, yogis, beautiful, beautiful. And drop the right hand down to the mat. Find half moon pose. So the right fingertips reach for the mat and left fingertips reach up to the sky and begin to rotate open towards your left. Fun little half moon. Look at you, yogis. If you want to grab for the foot behind you and find a bind, I invite you to do that. Beautiful focus. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, gently release if you took the bind, and gently with control find your way back to crescent pose. Inhale, sweep both arms up. And now from here, step forward into one leg mountain pose. So standing on the right foot, lift the left foot to 90 degrees. Do you want to face towards them now? And we're going to come into tree pose. So bring palms of the hands together to touch, thumbs through heart center. We're going to come into tree pose. So bringing the sole of the left foot to anywhere on the right leg except for the knee. So just avoiding the knee joint. You can keep the hands at heart center, or maybe you're growing your branches today. Play with whatever arm variation is calling to you. And gently pressing that left knee open. Beautiful trees, yogis. All right, inhale, gently release your tree. Find your way back to one leg mountain pose with the left foot at 90 degrees, the left leg at 90 degrees. And then plant the left sole into your mat again and forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms into your mat. And we'll flow, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga, or meet in downward facing dog. And on the exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Inhale. Audible exhale. Again, just like that. Inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent pose. So again, let's tune into this energy of grounding and of finding balance. So bring the hands together, palms together, thumbs through heart center. And inhale, we'll hinge forward. And then launching off of the back leg, find your way to warrior three. Kicking energy out through the back of the right heel. Crown of the head extends forward. Maybe you fly the arms behind you, palms face down. Squeezing the shoulders behind you. Maybe the arms reach directly in front of you. Creating one long vertical line from the fingertips out through the toes. Hugging the core in. Staying strong and grounded through the sole of the left foot. Okay, with control, bring the left fingertips down to the mat. Reach the right arm high. Right fingertips reach towards the sky, finding half moon, rotating open towards the right side. You can find the bind if you did so on the other side, just for fun. It's okay if you fall, you're probably in some carpet anyways, right? Now's the time to be playful. Now's the time to just have some fun with yoga. It doesn't have to be so serious. Beautiful moons, yogis. And gently releasing the bind if you took it, and with control, find your way back to crescent pose. So the right foot comes back down to the mat, reach the right arms high, reach both arms high to the sky. Beautiful. All right, we're going to transition into one leg mountain on this side. So right leg comes to a 90-degree angle, toes flex towards your face, hug your core in. And then bring the palms together, thumbs through heart center, and you can find tree pose on this side. Again, planting the sole of the right foot into the left leg anywhere but the knee joint. And take another arm variation on this side, whatever's calling to you on this side. Maybe just staying still, thumbs through heart center, or maybe we begin to grow our branches. And just taking a moment of stillness and feeling that oneness, feeling that connection to nature. Beautiful yogis. And when you're ready, you can release, find your way back to one leg mountain pose again. Right toes flex towards your face. And then plant the right sole of the foot into your mat and forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms into your mat and we'll flow through chaturanga or knees, chin, chest, or we'll meet in downward facing dog. And exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, lift the right leg high. And exhale, find pigeon pose. Right knee behind right wrist. And shimmy the back leg long and straight behind you. So maybe you take a quick glance over the right shoulder. And squeeze your inner thighs together. Stay lifted on the fingertips and breathe as you breathe into this boost, lifting the chest for a proud pigeon. And then exhale, you can fold over the right leg rather. Folding over the right leg. Maybe you stay a little propped up on the forearms, or maybe your forehead comes all the way down to your mat. Wherever you are, just find some release here. So you can even prop a pillow underneath your chest. You can wedge a pillow underneath your hip if you need a little bit more support. And just allow this pose to be restorative. And sending breath into those spaces that feel tight, into those spaces that really need some love. And as you exhale, just allowing the body to soften. So inhale, breathing in some love to those spaces that are tight. And exhale, feeling the body soften a little bit more with every last release of air. Our hips are an emotional center for us, so this pose in particular can be a beautiful release. It can also be sparking some emotions, so just always remembering to be compassionate on whatever's coming up for you, and allowing whatever is coming up to just be released. And begin to walk yourself back up with the palms of your hands. And then curl the back toes under and send the right leg to three-leg down dog. And shaking the right leg out a bit, bringing some blood flow back into the foot. Maybe you draw some circles with the knee, opening up the right hip. Going in one direction and then the other direction. Nice. All right, release the right foot back down to the mat. Left leg reaches high behind you. And then exhale, pigeon pose. Left knee behind left wrist. Long straight leg behind you. And try to parallel the front shin to the top edge of the mat. It doesn't have to be perfect. And keep that left foot flexed. to protect the left knee joint. Inhale, find a proud pigeon, lift the chest, give yourself a nice boost, squeezing the inner thighs together, and then exhale, you can begin to fold over the left leg. And again, grab a pillow if that feels nice underneath you, underneath the chest, or a pillow for the head, or underneath the hip. And allow this pose again to be restorative. So if you need to back off a little bit in order for it to feel restorative, please do so. Allow your inhales to carry nourishment to the body. Your inhales are creating space, and your exhales are for surrender, and for releasing, and for softening. Continuing to breathe. Deep inhales. Slow exhales. Showing yourself compassion on whatever's coming up. And gently pressing yourself up again, lifting yourself up. And we'll send the front foot to meet the back. First coming into three-leg down dog. You can drop the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Take some hip circles. Bring the blood flow, shaking it out. Nice. And return to just regular down dog. Two-leg down dog. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale. And inhale, gaze forward and come down to your knees. Come down to sitting on the knees. And we're going to do a camel pose. This is a great heart opener, which is amazing to take in the mornings because it brings a lot of energy. Like you'll instantly feel energized from this heart opener. So we're gonna try a new way of coming into camel pose. Not a new way, just kind of a different way. So Leah is gonna demonstrate. So sitting on the toes, your toes are in your mat and you're sitting back on your heels. You'll reach for the heels behind you and the thumbs will point in towards each other. And then as you inhale, you'll begin to press the hips forward, coming into camel pose, and then gently, gently dropping the head back behind you. Beautiful. And if that doesn't serve your body, you can always just come into camel pose the regular way, keeping the palms planted in the low back, protecting the low spine. And then slowly, gently release and release the toes. So uncurl the toes and sit back on the heels. Find hero's pose. And place the palms face down in your lap. Coming into hero's pose and close down the eyes for a second. This is also an intense hip opener as well. So we just did a hip opener and a heart opener, which are beautiful to take in the mornings, but sometimes they can also spark some emotions. Just take a moment to sit with those emotions, with those sensations. And we're never judging what's coming up. We're just grateful that it's coming up and it can be released. Blinking the eyes open again. Come to laying down on your back. Laying down on the back. Hug both knees into your chest and give yourself a nice squeeze. Wrapping the forearms around the shins. And then plant the left sole of the foot into your mat And cross the right ankle across the left knee. So we're going to find figure 4. So reach in between your legs, grab for the space behind your left knee, your left knee pit. And you're going to pull the left knee towards your face. And keep the right foot flexed again, protecting the right knee joint. You can even use the leverage of your right elbow against your right knee to gently press the knee open. And release. And you'll plant the sole of the right foot in the mat, cross the left foot. Keeping the left foot flexed, reach in between the legs, grab for behind your right knee and pull the right knee towards your face. You can use the leverage again of the left elbow on this side, gently pressing the left knee open. And gently release. Hug both knees into the chest again to realign the spine. And let's take a supine twist. So keep the right knee hugged up and in towards the right armpit. Inhale. And exhale, guide the right knee over towards the left side of the mat. Keep both shoulder blades sealed into your mat. And then you can gaze over at the right fingertips, completing the spinal twist. Nice. Your inhales, remember you're lengthening the spine, creating length and space. And your exhales are surrendering into that space that you've created. And twists are amazing to take in the morning as well to fire up the digestive system, rinsing the internal organs, releasing your body of physical toxins and any emotional toxins as well. So inhale, come back through center, hug both knees up and in towards your chest. Realign the spine with a nice squeeze, and then allow the right leg to fall down to the mat. Keep the left knee hugged up and in. Inhale. Exhale, guide it over towards the right side of the mat. Keeping the left shoulder blade sealed into the mat, gaze over at the left fingertips. And inhale, feel the spine lengthening, growing taller. And exhale, surrender into the twist. Allow gravity to do its work here. Nice. Come back through center, hug both knees in again. If you need to take any final poses here, I invite you to do so. Anything that's calling to you before we find Shavasana. Maybe a happy baby feels good. Or you can take a plow pose, shoulder stand, bridge pose, anything else you feel like your body needs this morning before we find some stillness. And giving yourself a tight squeeze, wrapping the forearms around the shins, hugging the forehead up towards the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. And then exhale with a sigh, release. Coming into sweet Shavasana, corpse pose. This means no more effort. It is only surrender. So every cell in the body, every muscle, every fiber is completely relaxed. And your exhales carry away any lingering tension in the body. Your exhales carry away any lingering anxiety in the mind and the heart. Just allow the breath to return to a natural rhythm. And keeping the eyes closed. And allow yourself this sweet moment of stillness. And tell yourself thank you for taking this time out of your morning, out of your day, dedicated to some self-care, dedicated to this beautiful practice. Sending some love and gratitude to all of our community members, all of our fellow yogis. A moment of gratitude that we can practice together. What a beautiful gift this is. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And with your inhales, visualize breathing in that white light again. And you're breathing in that light into your heart center and into your belly, your power center. Connecting to your breath again, feeling the chest and the belly rise with air, lifting underneath the palms of your hands, and then falling again with the exhale. Inhale love, exhale gratitude. Inhale peace, exhale worry. Inhale power and strength, and exhale all else. Reach the arms up overhead, stretching the fingertips and the toes in opposite directions. And then roll over to the right side, finding fetal position. Keep the eyes closed. You can rest the right ear on top of the bicep as a pillow. And this pose is always a beautiful reminder that there's always an opportunity to rise again. There's always an opportunity to grow and to emerge as our highest selves. Every heartbeat, every breath of air is a reminder that we have a second chance. That we have a chance to love bigger, to show up better, and to start again. And still keeping the eyes closed, gently press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. Bring your palms together, thumbs come to heart center, and the eyes closed. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. and the pure white light within you guide your way on. Let's close together with an Om. So first exhale all the stale air from your lungs. Inhale. And exhale for Om. That's so beautiful. Thank you, yogis. Inhale. Place your thumbs to your third eye center, the space of your light and your intuition. And may it guide you. Exhale, we bow together in sealing our practice. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so, so much for practicing with us this morning and for sharing your sacred Sunday morning with us. We're so touched, so grateful.
Thank you, thank you.
Our hearts are so full. Yeah, this is just beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us.